Good evening, John. This figures to be an excellent matchup as we had last Thursday night. In goal for Central is Scott Bockel, who's been a force since his freshman year, has been playing varsity all 4 years in the starting position. And South has Todd Brereton, their centerpiece, can do everything for him. And in goal tonight is Biff Kreise, who, as a matter of fact, had an outstanding game last week against Parkway West and led his team to victory in an exciting game.
He certainly did. David, the venue for tonight's game, of course, is the beautiful Greensfelder Recreation Center, or it is, as it's affectionately referred to by the West Countyites, the Queenie Park Ice Rink. We're joined tonight by JMG Productions System, Mr. Jack Gamble, our producer. David, this game pits the Central Division's first place team, the Parkway Central Colts, and the second place Patriots. And the records are, going into tonight's game, the Colts are sporting a nifty 12-2, 12 wins, 2 losses, 0 ties record. And in this record, in divisional play, they're sporting a game. They're throwing a shutout, 7 wins and no losses. Parkway South, on the other hand, come into this game with a 12-4 record, and in divisional play they're 7-1, and their only loss came in a very, very close 5-3 loss to Parkway Central in their last meeting. 5-3, I'm certain for Colts fans, they say is well deserving. The game was 3-3 tie with 3 minutes left, and the Colts just took it to another level, scored a goal, and scored with a few seconds left to win going away with 2 goals. But it was just an excellent up and down, well played game.
Yes, the tempo, the score does not always, depict the play. The games can always be 1-2 goal games, but it's always that fourth, that goal that breaks the tie that actually is the deciding factor.
Absolutely, and the puck is dropped, and this game is underway. Oh, we've got a little aggressiveness on the sideboards. Here come the Colts. Pass up to Cranston, off his skate. Coldwater controls it into center ice. Again, controlled by Ken Holtzlag of the Colts. Holtzlag trying to control it on his knees. Brian Morgenthaler picks it up, throws it across to Shushanek. Shushanek dumps it into the Colts zone, and icing is waved off on the play. Puck control behind the Colts net. Up in the boards to senior Tyler Henry. Henry reverses, goes behind his own goal. We're going to have a penalty on the play against the Parkway South Patriots. We have a tripping penalty on number 22, Jeff Shushanek.
Well, the South did not pick a good way to start it. This will give Parkway Central Colts a great chance to get on the board early.
What's so ironic, David, is in talking with Coach Jack Bean before the game, I said, what are the keys, Jack, to winning tonight's game? Number 1, it's right here, stay out of the penalty box. Out of box, OOB. That's what it stands for, out of box. Puck at center ice, controlled by Holtzlag, crossing the blue line, swings it to center ice. No one's driving for the net. However, he swings wide, throws it in front, goes through the crease. Controlled on the near side by Brad Cranston. Over to Henry. Bouncing puck to the blue line. Todd Burton aggressively forechecking. Puck gets through to Greisey. Greisey sets it up for Coldwater, who shoots it down the length of the ice. Captain Tyler Henry goes back, takes a look over his shoulder. He's going to set up for a controlled breakout. Throws it into center ice. Coldwater picks it up. Picks an opening into center ice. Controlled back at the defense by Sean Gerhard. Gerhard cross ice to Sinnott. Sinnott up to Henry. Henry to Cranston, crossing at center ice. Cranston knocked off the play. Puck behind the Patriots goal. 3 players down. Sintel picks it up. Up for Flackey. Flackey drills him on the boards. Flackey fires at the length of the ice, and the Parkway South Patriots are changing on the play. Bockel misses the setup behind the goal. Aggressive forechecking by Brian Morgenthaler. I thought he kept them in, but out come the Colts. Knocked back in. Excellent forechecking by the Parkway South Patriots, David.
Yes, excellent. They have forechecked well every time they've touched the puck. All it is a They fire it down the ice. They don't stick handle. They don't play with the puck at all. They just get it out there. So set on killing this penalty and proving to their coach that they're going to play a good game this evening.
Absolutely. What happened was the Parkway Central's #1 line played the first shift, and the penalty came at the end of it. They continued to keep them out, and they looked a little tired. However, here comes a fresh lineup for the Colts. Puck shot in. Lions aggressively forechecking. Sintel has it in the boards. Fires it up on the wing to Croak. Croak bangs into Turner at the boards. However, the puck is directed into the zone. Flackey going to the boards against Trevor Henry. Puck behind the goal. Grisey out of his net. Biff Grisey's a very aggressive young goaltender. Puck control in center ice. Brian Morgentaler moves in. Turner's forechecking him and knocks him down into play. No call. Puck behind the goal. Flackey in aggressively forechecking. Turner picks it up. Up in the left wing to Lyons. Lyons leaves it for his center. Colts coming in. They take the zone. Oh, Parkway South almost had a break. We have a whistle on the play, and a delayed offside was called.
Well, so far, 10:36 left. It's been an evenly played game. South killed off that penalty excellently, and they're back to full strength. And this is going to be a close one. It's going to be this way all night tonight. They're going to be fighting back and forth for play. The shots, I'm sure, will be very limited. We have two skilled defenses playing and two excellent goaltenders to stop the shots.
Absolutely. Jeff Sinnott, cross ice, puck dumped into the Patriot zone. Grisey sets it up behind his net. Coldwater controls it. Oh, attempts a breakout. Pocket is picked. Out in front, shot, save. Greasy makes 2 saves on the play. Excellent heads-up play by Biff Grisey. Oh, very sloppy play by Tim Trost in the Parkway South zone. Mike Lynch picks it up, fires it down the length of the ice, and icing is called. It crosses the touchline.
Well, the face-off is going to be just to the right of the goal. A 0-0 tie here. 10:07 left in the first period. Todd Brereton on with Flackey and Chris Duello.
Puck back to Sinnott. Sinnott fires it. Grisey saves it. Up on right wing. And Clancy's playing up here. He's replacing Duello on this line here, David. Clancy aggressively forechecks. Here come the Colts. Jeff Sinnott, their all-star defenseman, moving up on the play. Fires it behind the zone. Flackey picks it up. Attempts to pass it up to Brereton. Oh, and here we go. We got a 2-on-1. Oh, Clancy overplayed the puck. Threw it cross ice. And Parkway Central have it. Knocked back into the Colt zone. Tyler Henry picks it up. Reverses. Goes behind his own net. Continues skating. Oh, dangerously cuts in front. Long cross-ice pass to Cranston. Cranston just tips it to nullify the offside. And Parkway South have an easy breakout here. Puck up to Brereton. Oh, he's kneed at the blue line. And there's icing on the play. I don't think we mentioned our referees for tonight's game, David. They are referee Mike Miller with linesmen Chuck Wessler and Dave Cunningham.
So far, only 2 shots on goal by Parkway Central. Grisey came up big on both of those. And this figures to be a close game with the skilled goaltenders we have in net tonight.
Puck controlled by the Colts. Lyons has it behind the net. Picked off his stick. Parkway South are content to clear the zone. Good cross-ice pass. Puck behind the south zone. Sintel goes in, fires it along the boards. Up to Morgentaler. Morgentaler to Croak. Croak loses it at center ice to Turner. Sintel picks it up, moves up right wing, crosses the blue line, dumps it in, and he's drilled by Turner on the play. Shushanik is in it. Sinnott makes the big hit. Turner's on Morgentaler behind the net. Brian Morgentaler in front. Oh, great scoring opportunity. Didn't even result in a shot on goal. The Colt defenseman picked it up. Puck is shot from this side of center ice. However, referee waves the offside, the icing call off. Sloppy play in the Patriot zone. They're trying their center ice breakout. leaving too much time and space. Shushanek moves in. It's going on a delayed offside. Puck control by the Colts. They got a free one here. Finally, the South clears the zone. Puck on the right wing. Shot behind the goal. Grisey fires it over to the left wing, and Shushanek had vacated that spot. Croak knocks his man down, and South has the puck. A very dangerous cross-ice pass. They got away with one that time. Here come the Colts. An awful lot of play. David in neutral zone. Burton at center ice. Fires it into the zone. Gerhard behind the net. Up on left wing. Their winger isn't there. Colts coming up. Long shot. Grisey follows it closely. Coldwater has the puck. Good breakout pass to Flackey. Mike Flackey up on left wing. Cutting into center ice. Goes to the outside. Keeps it in and is drilled, but he, being 6'3", 215 pounds, he knocked the aggressive defenseman over. Brereton in the corner. Back to Kevin Coldwater. Coldwater winds up, shot, and Bockel makes an excellent save. As the Willow was mugged in front of the net by the Colts defenseman. Mike Miller has had enough. He has laid the law down and stated, gentlemen, if you're going to engage in the Marquis of Queensberry's favorite sport, namely boxing, you're both going off. They'll both get 2 minutes for roughing.
Well, that altercation started where you often see players following the puck in after the shot, and Parkway West player didn't like that too much, and he had something to say about it.
Absolutely. Well, to cool their heels, he's given them double minors. Each. As Jack Gamble says, 2 + 2 is 4. Unless you're playing golf. When he has 2 shots and then 2 putts, he usually plays with an accountant. He says, what do you want it to be?
7:03 left in the first period. A 0-0 tie here. Bockel just came up with a great save.
Colts control. Brian Morgenthaler picks it up. Shot. Saved by Bockel. Croak in for the rebound. Misses the goal. Morgenthaler again behind the net. And I think the net was knocked off its moorings. Scott Bockel's been having an awful bad time with that. The nets mysteriously move off the moorings. And one night we were talking about, I don't know whether Mexican jumping beans are inserted in, there might be a conspiracy against it, because those nets move off disproportionate to the amount of action around the goal.
As you know, in the NHL, they've replaced the moorings with a plastic tube that's a little more flexible, and I don't know if they're going to do that or not with local area high school rinks.
Shot on goal by Croak. Puck controlled by Henry on the boards. Henry behind his own goal. Over to Sinnott. Sinnott attempts to get it up to Cranston. Shushanek moves in. Brian Morgenthaler all alone. Shot. Save. Cranston picks it up. Dumps it to center to Ken Holzlag as center. Sintel has knocked off the puck, and we've got a 2-on-1 for the Colts. With good back check, it made into a 2-on-2. Here comes the Patriots control, and they're content to clear the zone to nullify that aggressive 2-on-1 attack by the Parkway Central Colts. Cranston moves in, knocks his man off the puck. Jeff Sinnott comes in, takes a shot, and Coldwater redirects it, and the puck goes over the glass at the east end of beautiful, historic Queenie Park. Biff Grisey's holding his own here, David. He's aggressively, as Sinnott moved in, Grisey gave him the stare down, looked at him, and moved out perfectly to the top of the triangle and protected the angles on his goal.
He's a well-skilled goalie. He knows how to play his angles and move around the net, and he knows when to react and play it cool.
Absolutely. South controls it. Todd Brereton has a 1-on-1. Moving in. Excellent move. Cuts it all alone to Bockel. Shoots wide, and it went over the goal. Bockel gave him the top corner, and Todd went a little too high, but he just undressed the defenseman, Jeff Sinnott, as he moved in. Puck over to Earhart. Gerhard loses it to Brereton. Wines turns around. Flackey has the puck in the corner. Back to the point. Mike Lynch has it. Over to Sintel. Sintel loses it at his own blue line. Dumps it into center ice, where the Colts control it and dump it back. think we have an offside on the play here. Mike Miller is definitely one of St. Louis's finest referees. What he does, David, he gets a feel for the game, and as we know that the most important penalty in any game is the first penalty. It basically tells you what the referee's mood is like, what he will tolerate, what he will not tolerate. And Miller is a very tolerating person with high tolerance, as the saying would go. And I think those are the skills he's employing tonight. Brian Morgenthaler has the puck picked off his stick. Shot into the Parkway South zone, redirected by Mike Lynch, who lines up behind his own goal. Up to Brian Morgenthaler. Morgenthaler checked in the boards. Here comes Croak and Morgenthaler. Cross ice pass over to Bartman Steiner. And the Bartman loses the puck. It's picked off his stick. Back to Lynch. Lynch throws it into center ice. Morgenthaler picks it up. Goes wide around Turner. Comes in. Winds up for the shot. It's blocked by young Trevor Henry. Made a beautiful, beautiful play. He went down, slid at the appropriate time. Pass in front. The redirect was stopped. Another sliding save by Turner. Boy, the art of shot blocking must be being practiced by Coach Ken Whitbrod in their practices, because there are two beautiful opportunities. Lynch swinging wide, pulls up, and he's knocked down. Puck in the corner. Croak drills a defenseman. Cross ice pass, intercepted. Trevor Henry. Tyler up to Cranston, and it's offside.
As you commented on earlier, I'm a soccer player also, and our coach said blocks win games, and that's definitely true in all sports.
Absolutely.
You block a shot, that doesn't mean the goalie has to take a chance on stopping it.
Absolutely, David. What happened on that play? Tyler Henry had perfect control of it, but being a good player, he kept his head up, and the puck moved marginally on his stick. So instead of getting the velocity needed to spring Cranston in, it did a little flip. And Brad knows that Tyler always gives perfect passes. That one was less than perfect. He got caught across the line. Hence the offside. Sinnott, cross ice for Henry to Holtzlag. Henry picks it up. Cranston driving to the net. Pass, shot, and a goal! Beautiful play by Tyler Henry. Brad Cranston made an excellent play. He drove to the far goal post, kept his stick on the ice, and that's the perfect pass that I was talking about by Tyler Henry that Cranston is accustomed to. He didn't get on the play prior to that. However, in that situation, it was right on his stick, and he didn't even have to pull the trigger. He basically did a redirect. That's a big goal, David.
Yes, definitely an excellent pass there. Brizey held his ground on the post. I thought he was going to try to react to the centering pass, but he was too slow for the play. Excellent, excellent goal, which puts Central on top 1-0.
Lynch back in his own zone, swinging behind his goal. Pass up to Mike Flackey. Flackey loses the puck. Puck in the corner by Henry. Lynch just chops at it, picks it up again, out to the point, back into the corner. Henry on it. Lynch knocks it off his stick. Lynch looking for a breakout pass behind his goal. Swings it up to Clancy on right wing. And Todd Burton's lifted off the puck. Cranston attempts to get it to Henry. Succeeds. Henry behind the goal. Henry looking to pass it in front. Intercepted by Todd Burton. Coming up on right wing. Excellent move. Swinging in all alone. As Mike Flackey tries to pass it in front. And the defenseman intercepts it. Flackey behind the goal. He's knocked down. Burton again. Shot. And Clancy had an empty net. Missed the goal. Shot in by Sintel behind the goal. Sinnott picks it up. Clancy forechecking. Up on left wing. Flackey picks it and drills it into the corner. Henry has the puck behind his own goal. Moves away from Clancy. Up to Cranston. Looking for the return pass. Cranston dumps it cross ice. Lynch controls it at his blue line. Does a 360. Swings into center ice. And there's a scrum at the blue line of the Parkway Central Colts. Thrown in front. Morgenthaler redirects it just by the goalpost. Attempts to throw it back in front. Shushanek does a spin around. Oh, and Byrne had an empty shot and he couldn't pull the trigger. Colts dump it in. 3 men aggressively forechecking. Grisey throws it over and gets back in time. Colts controlling. Good circular rotation by the Colts. Byrne throws it cross ice. And the puck is intercepted by the Colts and dumped back in again. And they go right on with their aggressive forecheck. And their goal is to put pressure on the Parkway South Patriots defensemen. Byrne in the corner. Still controlling the puck. He evaded one check. Here come the Colts. Good pass into center ice. Over on left wing. Up to Turner. Turner drops it back to Lions. Patriots intercept and just dump it down the ice, and they're getting a line change. The Parkway South Patriots are changing on the fly with 1:33 remaining in the first period. Here's a long cross-ice pass that will be called back for icing. Gives both teams a chance to finish their line changes here, David.
An excellent period so far. A great goal by Central. And all Parkway South hasn't done is put the puck in the net. They've had the best of the chances thus far. They're out shooting Parkway Central 5-3, and Bockles came up big a few times, and Shushanek missed an open net there, and so did Ken Flackey.
I guess one of South's biggest chances was Burton's breakaway, where he just put it over the top left-hand corner, and it, again, scoring chances, as you can see, don't always result in a shot on goal. So that's, as you said, sometimes scores are misleading and sometimes shots on goal. But Parkway Central are definitely worthy of being ahead 1-0, having territorial supremacy in the first period of this game. A minute left to play in the period. And here comes Sinnott. Looks for a long pass up to right wing. Misfires, and it's going to be brought back. Icing called on the play.
53 seconds left. Parkway Central leads this one 1-0.
Face-off is to the left of senior goaltender Scotty Bockel.
I had the pleasure of knowing Scott when he went to DeSmet. He led DeSmet to 2 state titles in goal as a freshman and a sophomore, and definitely gives Central a chance here in his senior year.
Absolutely. He's, according to Coach Ken Whitbroad, he's just been so stellar in the goals in the games he's played in this year.
I think so far right now, every team has suffered a loss to one team or another, and I think right now the championship is very much in the air.
Absolutely. There's no clear-cut favorite, even though I think that the cadets of CBC are 15-1. They don't have a stranglehold on it. I was talking to Coach Rick Kennedy, and he's very, very concerned. Sintel has the puck, redirects it to Coldwater. Coldwater swinging out into center ice, dumps it up on right wing to DeWillow. DeWillow overskates the puck. Burton knocks Cranston off the puck on the wing. And we have an offside on the play here.
There's a range of 8 to 10 teams that could just take it and do it in the playoffs. It's all how you play in the playoffs, because this season hasn't told me that there's a clear favorite. CBC showed a little bit of strength early, but I think that a lot of teams have shown that they can play with them, and a few goals have decided the difference when the games could have easily went the other way.
Absolutely, but what I like about Coach Kennedy is that he's got 4 lines, and for the most part, he plays those 4 lines. When it gets down to crunch time, he can go with 2 lines, make 2 real good lines up. He's got 4 lines that can skate with most teams. However, when they get into hyper-competitive games against the top teams, he might just go down to a 2-line situation and then use some of his other players in specialty role items like killing penalties, and there's a place for every player on every team, as we know. 3 seconds remaining, puck in the neutral zone, controlled by the Colts, and the buzzer goes to signify the termination of the first period, with the Parkway Central Colts leading the Parkway South Patriots 1-0.
1-0 the score. Parkway Central leads it. The shots on goal in the first period, Parkway South 5, Parkway Central 3. And the face-off, won there by Central, they dump it in. Back forward is Lynch. Lynch off the boards, picked up there by Mortillo. A backhand shot, oh, and he put that just wide of the net. Picked up there by Sinnott. He's drilled to the boards by Morgenthaler behind the net. Flipped along the boards by Centel for Sushanik. Now a 2-on-0, picked up there by Croak. Croak with Morgenthaler centering a shot. He scored! No! Oh, it's a save! Scott Bockel robbed Jeff Morgenthaler of a goal. What a save!
I think that the puck hit Scott Bockel's, the knob of his goaling stick. It was heading into the top corner. It hit the big knob and dropped down. If you look very closely at Scott Bockel, he's a very unorthodox type goaltender. The orthodox style is the goalie that catches with his left hand and holds the stick in the right hand. Scott Bockel's the exact opposite. He holds the stick in his left hand, catches with his right hand, and Morgenthaler made the right play to go to the stick side because Scotty's got such a quick hand. However, that big knob at the end of his stick came into play, knocked the puck, suspended it in air, and it dropped vertically down below, and he fell on top of it.
An excellent save there by Bockel. Now the face-off won there by South. The shot! Oh, and Bockel just flipped that wide of the net. Now in the corner, fighting there is Flackey. Flipped along the boards. Henry off the boards. Lynch picks it up. He gets some goals. Candles starting for Brereton. Oh, and the puck's knocked away. Now Flackey, spin around shot, and that's just wide of the net. Now up to the point, over for Lynch. Lynch, a shot. Oh, and that's deflected away. Henry races up ice, picked up there by Coldwater. He flips it for Lynch too far. Gerhard flips it into the zone. Lynch can't clear. Hochschlag over for Gerhard. Knocked out of the zone there by Lynch. Flackey all the way down the ice trying to get it, and it's going to be icing here with 12:46 left in the second period. Some excellent goaltending by Scott Bockel. Robbed Jeff Morgenthaler of a tie here in the second period.
Absolutely. And right after that, after the face-off, Burton won the face-off. He did a crash play, held the centerman up, drove him away. Flackey came in and picked up the loose puck and drilled it just wide of the net. Bockel, no doubt, had the angle cut down, and that was two opportunities in a row, one of which manifested itself in a shot on goal, and the other one that just went very, very close to the far goal post.
Turner flips it out of the zone. South dumps it back in, and it's going to be offside on Parkway South.
Parkway South, David, will be lucky if they don't get called for an intentional on this, and that was definitely an intentional offside.
The referee, Mike Miller, saying that it was a little obvious. Even he could have called that one. Ironically, he is a referee, and he would be expected to call that play. Now behind the net, racing for it. Coldwater checks a player there. Picked up there by Morgenthaler off the boards for Croak. Stick handles up for Sushanik. Sushanik can't get around Turner. Now flipped back out of the zone, but held in there by South. Turner off the boards. Picked up there. The Colts clear. Now at center ice, Henry skating in on right wing. He snaps it off the boards. Back forward is Coldwater. Now picked up there by number 10, Kleiner. Kleiner along the boards. South clears. Croak tips it to center. Back forward is Henry. Henry just dumps it into the zone. Back forward is Centel. Skating on is Kleiner along the boards for Morgenthaler. He can't handle it. Croak checks there, and Turner's pushed along the boards there by Matt Croak. Here with 11:43 left in the second period. A very evenly played game thus far. Scott Bockel, I'd like to apologize on that call, made an excellent save on Jeff Morgenthaler.
That was very aggressive play by Matt Croak along the boards. The central player had him lined up. He saw him coming, dropped his shoulder, knocked the incoming player down, kicked the puck, and saw the second man coming, braced himself. Matt's not the tallest fella in the world. Used his legs as leverage, bent down, and knocked that fella down.
11:43 left. The face-off just to the left of the goal, and Parkway South Patriot goalie Biff Grisey.
Referee Mike Miller is injecting a little humor and comedy into this affair. He is kidding the coaches of the Parkway Central Colts, advising them that this is a TV timeout. It's their opportunity. As Andy Warhol says, everyone in life is famous for 15 minutes. And maybe the gentlemen that were on, that's their 15 minutes.
The face-off.
Hopefully it's not, David. There's more to life than...
South wins the draw. Brereton clears the zone. He stick handles at center ice. Brereton skating in on right wing, getting a few boos. Now in front, flipped away there. South can't keep it in. Now up on right wing. Skating in. A shot. A save. He scores! Pat Vining puts the Central Colts on top 2-0 here with 11:24 left in the second period.
Mike Lynch had complete control of the puck. He lost it to the incoming forward, and then the forward completely undressed him, turned him inside out, and walked in uncontested, and poor Biff Grisey didn't have a chance.
Well, it looks as if Biff Grisey got a piece of the puck, and then it just bounced into the net. The face-off, won there by Central on right wing. White flips it to the net. Grisey kicks it out in front, a very dangerous pass. Now Coldwater falls down. Sintel along the boards. Sinnott just drops it back in. He stood up there. Back to center. Gerhard picks that up. He circles back. And there's going to be a penalty called. High sticking on Parkway Central's Sinnott. Jeff Sinnott will get the call. High sticking here with 11:03 left.
I was asking Coach Whitbrod before the game which of his players he might like to single out for some special praise. And he said the leader on this team is defenseman Jeff Sinnott. He's been playing just excellently, just so stalwart on defense and providing tremendous leadership to the young players on the team.
The face-off just inside the central zone. To take it is Matt Croak for Parkway South. The referee telling Mr. Henry to get out of the circle. Coldwater picks that up. Stick handling at the point. He flips that into the corner. Now behind the net there is Henry. He falls down. But there is number 11, Tyler. Lynch at the point. Over for Morgenthaler. Morgenthaler flips it along the boards. Picked up there by Croak. He can't handle it. And Central will get it to center. Picked up there by Turner. A long shot, and Grisey kicks that away. Along the boards, Coldwater up for Brereton. He gets out of his own zone. He's at center ice. Stick handles into the zone on right wing. Eludes one player. Looks to center, now behind the net. Loses the puck, but he picks it up again. Centering for Morgenthaler. Over for Croak. Croak for Brereton. Oh, and he just missed getting a stick on it. Coldwater shot. Buckle, a great save there. And the referee's going to whistle the play dead.
Matt Croak skated through the crease. That nullifies that offensive opportunity, David. Mike Miller's in excellent position as usual. Saw the infraction, called it immediately, and it works to the advantage of the Colts and disadvantage of the Patriots.
Face-off just outside of Parkway Central zone. The Colts lead here, 2-0, Jeff Sinnott on a tripping penalty, 1 minute and 2 seconds left in that. Croak to take it with number 13, Ken Holzschlag. One there by South. Coldwater just flips it in. In for it is Brereton. Brereton checks Gerhard into the boards, but he holds on. Cable, he can't hold on. Brereton, a shot! Oh, and that's just wide of the net. Now flipped all the way to center. Lynch picks that up. Holzschlag with some great forechecking on the trying the penalty kill. He roughs it up a bit there with Coldwater. Now Central knocks it all the way back down the ice. Lynch for it. Tyler Henry, some good forechecking, pressuring Parkway South. Morgenthaler, stick handles out of his zone. Over for Lynch. Lynch up for Croak on left wing. Croak pulls up. Over for Morgenthaler. Centering attempt. Just missed the stick of Chris Duello. Now Duello tries to get around one player. And Backel flips it along the boards. Lynch along the boards. Morgenthaler can't handle it. Tyler Henry flips it back to center. And that'll go all the way down the ice as Central kills off the tripping penalty of Jeff Sinnott. Over for Lynch. He throws it out to center, but Morgenthaler didn't know it was coming. Circling back there is Gerhard. Gerhard, a long slap shot off the boards, and that's going to be icing here with 8:45 left in the second period.
Excellent play. Both teams are really into this game. So are the fans.
Backel here coming up with some excellent saves thus far this game. As I said earlier, he was going to be a key factor, and he has proved his worth thus far. The face-off just to the right of the goal, one there by Central. They clear off the boards. Back into the zone, Sintel flips it out to center. Picked up there by Sinnott, and he'll skate all the way back as he couldn't get a handle on the puck. Now behind his net, he looks for a breakout pass. Up there on left wing for number 6, Andy Sandler too far. And Central tries to flip it back in.
That he could get a good view of what was happening, and he called the offside.
Lee Kleiner on with Andy Sandler and Greg Lyons. The face-off, one there by South. Skating up on left wing is Sintel into the zone. Central knocks it back to center. Back for it is Coldwater. Forechecking there is Lyons. Picked up by Sintel, and he'll just knock it to center. Henry throws a long wrist shot into the zone. Now Coldwater gets it back to center. Sinnott just flips it in the zone before number 17 could get back onside. Picked up there by Sinnott. Sinnott on left wing. Stick handling in, drops it back. Picked up there by Chris Duello, and Central flip it back in as they get onside. They'll make a player change. Sintel fires a long rocket down the ice, and that's on goal. The icing is waved off. Back for it is young Trevor Henry. Henry off the boards to center ice. Picked up there by Vining. On right wing for Matillo. Matillo in the corner. Flipped along the boards there by Lynch. And Gerhard will skate all the way back for it as Scott Backel stops it for him. Great forechecking there by Clancy. Gerhard gets around him, but can't Jeff Morgenthaler. He flips it along the boards, picked up there by Turner. Turner will just knock it out of the zone. Vining flips it along the boards. He's held up. Back for it is Lynch. Lynch behind his net. Tries to get it up on right wing for Byrne. Now does. Picked up there by Morgenthaler. He skates in on left wing. Holds on. In on goal. Centering a shot. Oh, great save by Backel as he robbed Coldwater on that play.
Actually, David, a shot never occurred on that play. The puck went entirely through the crease. The Colt defenseman lifted the forward stick, and the puck was redirected, and it never ended up on as a shot on goal.
Morgenthaler flips it in the corner, and he'll skate to the bench. Turner skating back for it. Knocks it up to center. Cranston picks it up, but he's checked there from behind by Brereton, no call. Now Brereton another check. Flipped into the zone there by number 7 for South. Circling back behind the net is Turner. Turner along the boards there for number 9, Cranston. He can't hold on. Number 7 checked along the boards. He's fighting for it along the boards. Sintel can't hold on. Lynch circles back. Over for Flackey. Flackey on left wing. Skating in, gets around Turner. Looks to center, and he's checked. And Trost couldn't handle it. Now flipped all the way down the ice by Parkway Central. And that'll be an icing call here with 5:34 left. Parkway Central leading this one 2-0.
Actually, there's a little bit of chippiness that's going on out here, and Mike Miller is definitely on top of it. He's warning both players. Face off to the right of senior goaltender Scotty Backel. Parkway Central Colts leading 2-0 with 5:34 remaining here in the second period. Out for the Patriots is Matt Croak with Jeff Shushanek and Brian Morgenthaler, Mike Lynch and Kevin Coldwater in defense.
Face-off won there by young Trevor Henry behind the net. Croak some good forechecking there along the boards. His older brother can't handle it. Now behind the net, he picks it up. Croak tips it away. Up for Sinnott. Now flipped to center. Henry skating for it, and he loses the puck. Flipped back in by Lynch. Behind the net is Backel. Flipped along the boards, picked up there by Lynch. Lynch throws it towards the net. Now Croak, he can't get a handle on it. Now young Trevor Henry flips it along the boards for his brother. Now they clear. A great breakout pass there. A long shot by Cranston, and Grice, he just tips that away as he had the lower left corner picked. Sushanik just flips it to center, and that'll trickle all the way down the ice as he skates to the bench, and South will put a new line on. Brereton with Duello and number 15 Flackey. Circling back is Holtzlag. Up for number 9 Cranston. Holtzlag picks the puck up, and there'll be a penalty on Parkway South. Chris Duello here for tripping with 4:26 left. Oh, excuse me, number 6.
16, you're absolutely right, David.
Chris Duello.
Well, what a turn of events here. Mike Lynch, the defenseman has been assessed a 10-minute misconduct penalty for arguing the referee's decision on number 16 Chris DeWillow's infraction. His decision is final. DeWillow 2 minutes for tripping. Lynch 10 minutes misconduct for talking.
The face-off at center ice. One there. Gerhard over for Sinnott. Sinnott along the boards. Up for number 5. Mortillo centering it. Oh, and that's tipped away by Flackey. Flackey knocks it all the way down the ice. Backel out to get that one. Back for it is Jeff Sinnott. They're on the power play. Todd Brereton forechecking. Sinnott up on left wing for number 6, Andy Sandler. Excuse me, Chris Mortello centering, and that's flipped away there by Grisey. A high sticking call.
And it's going to go down the ice, David.
A high stick on number 10, Lee Kleiner.
Actually, David, that play looked like a little volleyball game here. There was a triple touch. It was hit by, as Mike Miller says, by 3 fellas above their shoulder. And it was imperative that the Colt player allow Parkway South to touch it first. However, that can be done by just putting your stick in position that when he touches it, that he can't redirect it down the ice. He has to either go backwards or totally lateral, and that way you keep the pressure in the zone. They made the mistake, chose to retrieve it themselves and paid the penalty and the face-offs all the way down the ice when there's 1 minute and 26 seconds left in Chris DeWillow's 2-minute tripping penalty.
Central leads here 2-0. The face-off just to the left of the Central goal. Scott Backel be superlative thus far, stopping all of the South opportunities. The face-off won by Central. Stick handling out of his own zone is number 13, Holtzlag. He skates in, centering for Cranston, a shot, Grisey, a save! Now Cranston behind the net. They're still on the power play. He looks to center, wraparound shot! Oh, and Grisey just knocked that out. He wouldn't let Cranston stuff that in, and Croak rockets one all the way down the ice. Backel will stop that. He'll clear the zone. Up for Tyler Henry, picked up there by Morgenthaler. He stick handles in. And a great poke check there by number 13, Turner. Along the boards, Ken Holtzschlag clears the zone. Now it's center ice. Skating in on right wing, can't get around Centel, and Croak will flip that all the way to center. Gerhard tries to keep that in, and he knocks it over the boards for a whistle with 39 seconds left in Chris DeWillow's tripping minor. Excuse me.
That's right. Absolutely, David. An interesting thing happened about 35 seconds ago when Brad Cranston attempted to circle the net and do a wraparound. Perched on the left goal post was Ken Holtzschlag, number 13. What he did, he ran a pick on the defenseman. As Cranston came in, he took his stick in a horizontal position with the hook, put it into the defenseman's stomach and pulled him away towards the center of the net, thus opening the far side. And the referee was on the other side. He really couldn't see it with all the action in front. And Cranston got a freebie. He almost stuffed it in, but except for those long legs of the short goaltender Biff Greisey, that would have been a goal.
The puck knocked all the way down the ice. Back for it is Jeff Sinnott. He stick handles off the boards, picked up there by Cranston. Cranston will skate through center ice. He skates in on right wing, trying to set up the power play. A great poke check there by Centel. Brereton picks that up, and he'll flip it down the ice. Picked up there by Bockel. Bockel just knocks it into the corner for number 13, Ken Holtzschlag. Holtzschlag behind the net. Stick handling through the zone. Now gets to center, trying to set up the power play. Deflected there by a South player. Centel picks it up. He knocks it off the boards. Picked up by Cranston. And on goal. Oh, and that's deflected away by Centel. He never got a shot off. Gerhard at the point. A shot! A screen shot, and that's knocked down by the screen. Number 11, Tyler Henry. Stick handling into the zone. Brereton tries to poke check. Sinnott deflected away there by Todd Brereton in the corner. Sinnott checked there by Martello. Centering pass. Oh, and Henry is upended in front of the net. Number 9, Cable will just clear the zone. And it's an icing call as the penalty was over on Chris DeWillow here with 1:42 left in the second period.
Parkway Central showed a very good power play. They were able to move the puck aggressively into the Parkway South zone, and they maintained their attack time at a very, very high percentage. While they never really truly hit the open man, they didn't have the normal circular rotation that they show, and consequently they were able to fire at the goal but from the periphery, and Greisey was able to get and see everything.
The face-off won there by South's Coldwater. Coldwater skating through center ice. Stick handles in on right wing, and it's an offside call. Excuse me, it's not offside. An interference call on Parkway South as number 12, White for Central. Matt White was knocked down on that play.
Matt Croak will get the penalty in this situation. However, it looks like a retaliatory penalty is going to be assessed against Vining for Parkway Central. Matt Croak has picked up a 2-minute interference penalty, and Pat Vining has secured a 2-minute roughing penalty. He objected to the force shown by Croak on the interference, stepped in to protect his player, and was assessed a penalty.
1 minute 34 left. 2-0 Central leads. Offsetting penalties here.
Both teams will be playing 5-a-side, David. 6-a-side. One minute, 34 seconds remaining in the second period. Parkway Central Colts leading 2-0 against the Parkway South Patriots.
The face-off just inside Central zone. One there. Trevor Henry flips it to center. Centel backhands it into the zone, and Henry will stick handle out. He knocks it to center, but that's flipped back, right back on his stick. Sushanna can't get a handle on it, and Central will flip it in. Back forward to Centel. Kleiner skating on. Picked up there by number 6, Sandler. Sandler can't hold on. Picked up there by number 11, number 10 Clancy. He skates in, tries to elude a check for number 15 Turner, picked up there by Morgenthaler. He skates around, looks to center, back to the point, a shot! Backel, a stick save there. Clancy looks to center, he's poke checked, picked up there by Sandler, tries to get around one player, center attempt shot, saved by Backel!
And there's a Parkway Cole player who fell on the puck in the crease. We'll see what's going to happen here. If Mike Miller, I guess he ruled that Backel had the puck under him.
Scott Backel again coming up big for his Colts. He's mastered this game thus far and mastered the Parkway South Patriots for that matter.
Greg Lyons gave good support to Backel in that situation. That puck was lying there and he just jumped in like Greg Louganis pulling a 10-point dive. The only difference was this water was frozen.
The face-off just to the left of Backel. Brereton to take it. He wins in a quick shot, and Backel turned that aside. Along the board, Sandel will flip it out of his own. 40 seconds left. Sintel picks that up. Now in the corner, Sintel up for Brereton. Brereton tries to get around Holtzschlag, and he's checked along the boards. And there's a mix-up, and the referee, Mike Miller, whistles the play death. Number 6, Lynch for Parkway South, and number 13, Ken Holtzschlag, will get penalties here as they mixed it up along the boards. Definitely that chippiness is starting to become more and more evident as this game wears on, Mr. John Brereton.
Absolutely, David.
.26 seconds left in the second period. Central leads 2-0.
I think the referee gave an erroneous number on the penalties. He had Ken Holtzschlag for charging, hitting from behind. And he actually called number 6, Mike Lynch, but Lynch already was serving a 10-minute misconduct penalty. .26 seconds remaining in the second period with the Colts leading the Patriots 2-0. Goaltender Biff Grisey skating around, keeping loose. He's skating more miles than his defensemen are tonight.
Scott Backel, on the other hand, contemplating what he's going to do in this last 26 seconds of the second period.
I think Backel is giving us the Ken Dryden pose. That's the Ken Dryden pose, standing, resting on his perpendicular goal stick.
The face-off just inside to be taken by Tyler Henry. One there by South. Coldwater picks it up. He flips it to center, picked up by Morgenthaler. 19 seconds left. A quick one here, give South a good boost. Along the boards, Morgenthaler's checked. Central, stick handling out of their own zone. They clear it to center. Picked up there by Cranston. He stick handles in. He's knocked down. 4 seconds left. And he'll flip it in the corner as that just about does it for the second period. Parkway Central leading this one 2-0 after 2 periods. The face-off, one there by Sandler. Morgenthaler picks it up. He skates into the zone on left wing. Stick handling and a shot, and that's deflected wide by Turner off his leg. Clancy's checked along the boards, picked up there by Sandler. He squibs it over for number 11, Tyler Henry. Back checking on the play is Clancy. Along the boards, Cranston a big check. 2-on-2, Sushanik and Morgenthaler. He skates in. A soft shot deflected wide of the net. Now behind the net, picked up there by Morgenthaler. Turnaround shot, Backel a save as he holds on here. 35 seconds into the third period. Central leading this one 2-0.
Well, David, South certainly seemed to be motivated to play a little more aggressively in this here third period because the Colts have certainly taken it to them in the first two periods. I'd have to say that the Colts had the territorial advantage, they had the shots on goal advantage, and they're worthy of a 2-0 lead at this point in time.
Very much so. The face-off just to the right of Scott Backel. Excellent, perfect, just far. Back to the point, Coldwater stick handling, centering, picked up there with number 21, Matt White. He flips it all the way to center, and that'll go down. Greisy will touch that and shovel it to the corner. Now back to center, picked up there by Turner. He knocks it off the boards. Duillo can't handle it. Lyons tries to shot, and that's deflected away as Matt Croak flips it into the central cloud. Here with 13:03 left in the third period.
.13:03. 2-0, third period.
Face off at center ice.
Oh, referee Mike Miller's getting into position.
One there by Kleiner. Kleiner into the zone, knocked off the boards for White. White pulls up, looking to center in front. Circles around, a shot, Greisy a save! And he falls on that as there's a mix-up in front.
Excellent save by Biff Greisy. He just stood his ground. What happened in that situation, David? The Parkway South defensemen just paid a little bit too much attention to everyone in front, to the exclusion of the fellow with the puck. Was able to circle around, move in front, and drilled an excellent shot. And Greisy held his ground, saved the rebound, and you'll notice that the South defensemen just cleared the zone very, very aggressively.
They didn't want anyone to touch their young goalie, Biff Greisy. And the referee saying to Parkway Central that they better watch it, and to the Parkway South Colts that they were mixing it up a little bit too much. It's okay to shove your players away, but I think he was saying that Parkway South was doing a little bit too much shoving.
However, on the other hand, I think the ruling here is that a Parkway Central player skated through the crease, so the faceoff would be outside. Ordinarily, it would be to the right of goaltender Biff Greisy.
Kleiner to take it as Morgenthaler going over the last play with referee Mike Miller, pleading his case, and it seems that they have come to a compromise. 2:46 left in the third period. Central leads this one. The face-off just outside of the zone to take it. Morgenthaler and Kleiner. One there by Central. White tries to get it up for Kleiner. Now intercepted by Clancy at center. He stick handles in on left. He's checked there. Another check. Now Morgenthaler stick handling in. A very weak shot. And that went just wide. Picked up there by number 12, Greg Lyons. Lyons fans on the shot. He stick handles the center. He knocks that one in the corner. Back for it is Sintel with White. Kleiner along the boards. Some great forechecking. And the referee, Mike Miller, is going to call this one dead. The glass seems to be out of place in South Zone.
Referee Mike Miller is indicating that there's just too much talking from the benches. He's not going to put up with it. They're being too vocal, too critical, and he's advising both.
The referee, Mike Miller, explaining to the Parkway South Patriots that they're playing an excellent game, and they're complaining that the calls aren't going their way, and as the excuse for them not being in the lead. But that's definitely not the case, as Central has played an excellent game and has had a little bit better of the play thus far. A well-played game, but Central having the edge as they're able to finish on Biff Grisey, and Scott Bockel has come up big on 5 occasions here for Central to keep them in the game and keep a shutout for himself. The linesman here messing with the glass, fixing it into place. The face-off just to the left of Biff Grisey. To take it is Brereton and number 5, Chris Martillo. One there by Gerhardt, a shot, and that's just wide of the net. Duillo knocks it off the boards, up for Brereton. Back forward is Turner. Centering a shot. Oh, and that's wide of the net. He had all day on that one. Now Sinnott behind the net. Along the boards for Tyler Henry. Henry stick handling around Brereton. Out of his own zone. He's at center ice. He'll stick handle in. 1 man shot. Oh, and he put that high. He went coast to coast on that play. Now Brereton stick handling out of his own zone. Up for Flackey. Flackey on left wing. A shot. Bockel a glove save. And that drops right in front. No South player was there to knock it in. Central clears. Now Martillo at center. Too far. Now he picks it up again. Stolen off the stick of Cable. Back forward is Sintel. He'll knock it along the boards. A shot. Oh, a centering pass there by Martillo. And number 8, Croak, checks a Central player in the crease. Zushanik at center ice. Stick handling. Sinnott back checking. Centering for Croak. And that's tipped away there by Gerhardt. Gerhardt flips it to center. Now Colschlag just dumps it in. Back forward is Coldwater. Off the boards to center. Now Jeff Morgenthaler in on goal. Bockel cuts the angle off a shot. A save. Rebound. Another save. And Bockel falls on the puck as he has been unstoppable thus far, keeping his Colts in the game with a shutout here. 10:40 left in this third period. Scott Bockel, a great save. He stopped Jeff Morgenthaler and then stopped the backhand attempt by Jeff Sushanik.
Beautiful play by Scotty Bockel. Brian Morgenthaler cut in, took the shot, the rebound came out, another shot, and then the rebound was still there. The defenseman, the Colts, got really trapped on that play for the first time in the game. The puck was lying loose at the side, another poke at it, and Scotty had the presence of mind to spread eagle, keep his left arm out, and the puck was discovered underneath him. Mike Miller is giving the rule. You're off, you're off, you're on.
Face off just to the left of Bockel. Perfect thus far. 10:40 left. Croak to take it with Ken Holtschlag. Dropped. One there by Central. Along the boards, Sandler just gets it out to center. And there'll be offsetting minors here as Matt Croak and delay of game on.
I think that's to Matt Croak, David, and to Ken Holtschlag. That's Holtschlag's second consecutive penalty for the Colts. And he's given Ken Holtschlag a misconduct for mouthing after the play.
The face-off just outside of Central zone. They lead it here 2-0. 10:35 left. Brereton to take it with number 10, Lee Kleiner. One there by Central. They flip it to center. Up on left wing is Lyons. He just tips it in. Fired all the way back down the ice by number 12, Coldwater. Back for it is young Trevor Henry. He stick handles on right wing. Out of his own zone, now it's center ice. A long shot behind the net. That's in front. Kleiner can get a shot. Oh, a save by Greisy. I don't know where he came from on that play as he robbed number 12, Greg Lyons. And the play is whistled dead.
Play there, David.
I thought
pass. Puck knocked down at the blue line, picked up by Brad Cranston, and the face-off will be outside the Parkway South blue line.
I thought for sure Greg Lyons was going to put his Colts on top 3-0.
Well, he had the open net, David. He swung right in. The open net was glaring at him, but he had a bad angle. Made a good shot, just missed it by a couple of inches.
Greisy just got his pad as he slid over to cut that post off. He was late, but Lyons tried to put that far post, and fortunately that's where Greisy was.
A lot of times it's what happens preceding that Greisy's knocked a few of those before, so he knew he had to make the perfect shot.
Picked up there by Kleiner. He tries to center. Coldwater will snap it all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call as Turner goes back to touch it. Here, 9:34 left in the third period.
With less than 10 minutes remaining in the game, Ken Holtzlag had a minor and a misconduct, and so he's going to be finished for the remainder of the game. So it's not imperative that the Colts have an additional player in the penalty box.
Face off just to the left of Greisy. Gerhard, a shot that's deflected away. Picked up there by Sinnott. Sinnott in the corner. He's checked there by Coldwater. Greisy out of the net. He knocks it along the boards. Flackey checks there. Brereton picks that up. He's out of his own zone. Stick handling at center ice. He gets past the line. Centering there. A shot. And it goes! Chris Duell went upstairs on Scott Bockel, and he put that off the underside of the crossbar. An excellent goal as Brereton pulled the two defensemen with him, and Duillo was all alone as he put it upstairs on Bockel. An excellent play by Brereton to draw that extra defender with him. Duillo put it home. Bockel keeping his Colts in the game for 2.5 periods. Just had no chance on that play. 2-1 here. The Colts lead it, and this is what Parkway South needed to give them their confidence back in this game.
The Parkway Central Colts were drawn like a magnet as Todd crossed the blue line. 3 players went to him. DeWilla just swung to the other side, and Todd just threw a backhand across. DeWilla moved in, set it up. Scotty dropped his shoulder, and DeWilla netted it in the top left-hand corner.
The face-off at center ice. Sushanik to take it there with Cranston. One there by Central. Cranston in on the left wing. He's checked by Coldwater. South just clears it out. Back for it is Gerhard. Forechecking on the play is Morgenthaler. Flipped to center. Picked up there by Centel. He'll throw it back in the ice. And that's offsides. And then Morgenthaler got back on. Behind the net. Over for it is Vining along the boards. For Lyons. Lyons in the corner. A big check by Flackey. Centering. Oh! And that just missed the stick of Pat Vining as Central almost put themselves on top by 2 goals. Brereton picks it up. He's stick handling at center. Up with Flackey. Stick handles it on right wing. Centers. Oh, and Flackey was held up on a great play by Lyons. They clear. Now flipped along the boards. Picked up by Lynch. South almost tied it. Lynch. Stick handling in. Pulls up a shot. And that's deflected away. Some excellent defense here by Central has kept them in the game. Their 4 defensemen along with Scott Bockel has been a great factor thus far. Coke can't get around Trevor Henry. Picked up by his older brother Tyler. Stick handling it on left wing. Oh, and he loses the puck as he had somebody open in front. Turner at the point. A shot! A save by Greisy. And Lynch will knock that out of the zone. Turner roughing it up there with Morgenthaler as he holds on to the skate. of Brad Turner, and there's a mix-up. Turner is hot. He wants at Morgenthaler, and all Morgenthaler was trying to do was get up. Turner claims he was holding on.
Both players will get penalties. 1 minute, 36 seconds remaining. The third period. Parkway Central Colts 2, Parkway South Patriots 1. An excellent game. Can't ask for more.
You called it right as you said it was starting to get chippy. Things have progressed more and more as you find in games that are very close, players get frustrated very easily, and will start an altercation real quick. They don't like how things are going. Todd Brereton discussing with referee Mike Miller the situation here.
It looks like there's two players from Parkway Central are getting penalties. However, it's still going to be a 5-on-5. We're unable to decipher exactly what happened. I guess Shushanik has a penalty. Morgenthaler definitely has a penalty for Parkway South.
And Brad Turner, I think, as well.
Absolutely.
The face-off just outside of South zone. Central leads this one 2-1. Brereton circles back in his own zone. Up for Flackey on left wing, too far. Trevor Henry back for it. He's behind his net. Flackey forechecking on the play. Along the boards for Andy Sandler. Central can't clear. Now they do. A 2-on-1. Sandler at center ice. He's on with Henry. Sigaling in a shot. Crazy, a blocker save. As he had Henry all alone. I guess he didn't see him. Now Chris DeWillow at center ice. Sigalen's in on right wing. He flips it in the corner. He looks to center. An intense game here. Centering Flackey, a shot. And that deflects off Cranston. Now along the boards, Lynch a shot, blocker save, Brereton in front, and the Central defenseman fell on it as Brereton couldn't get a stick on the puck.
50 seconds remaining, excellent pressure. Parkway South are really applying the pressure. They seem committed here to tie this one up.
Well, 2 stars for tonight's game, Mr. Brereton.
Well, we'll have to talk to Mr. Gamble. This is a very difficult one.
For Central, I have to go with Scott Bockel. He's been, regardless of what happens in the next 50 seconds, he has been outstanding. He has been the reason why Central's leading 2-1.
Absolutely, and I see that Biff Grisey has been pulled here for an extra attacker. 50 seconds remaining.
The face-off, just to the right, Brereton, stick handling in a shot. Oh, Bockel, a save! As that went off his blocker. And the Colts will flip that down the ice just wide of the open goal. An icing call. Brereton just missed putting his team on top or tying the game up for his Patriots.
That was an excellent strategy by Parkway South. The center took the opposing center. Bird moved in, picked it up, swung to the center ice, pulled the trigger, and again Bockel managed to redirect it. As you said, Scotty's playing just an excellent game. The stars of the last game when these two teams played was Scott Bockel for Parkway Central and Todd Brereton. I think Biff Grisey has played an excellent game. We don't have the shots on goal, and we might be in a situation where we're going to be interviewing some goaltenders again tonight, David.
It seems that way. The crowd chanting, "Let's go Colts" here with 40 seconds left. The 6th attacker on for South. The face-off. The linesman telling Sandler and Brereton to back off. The face-off, one there. Coldwater backhand. Gerhard picks that up. Now in the corner, Clancy. Gerhard checks him. Picked up by Coldwater. Centering, no one was there. Brereton along the boards. Tries to get around one player and can't. Knocked off the boards. All the way down the ice. 22 seconds left. Lynch back for it, and the play is whistled dead. As Brereton and Sandler were mixing it up at the Colts blue line. The referee, Mike Miller, doesn't make a call on the play, saying, let this one go. You got 21 seconds left. The face-off just to the left of Scott Bockel. 2-1, Central leads it. The Patriots with a 6 attacker. To take the face-off, Matt Croak with Tyler Henry. Central wins it. Stick handling on right wing. Sinnott does, and that's going to be icing here with 14 seconds left. South could definitely score on a play here. Parkway Central's doing the right thing, winning the face-off and just icing it. That's all you can do when there's a few seconds remaining and you're trying to hold on to the lead.
Jack Bean just gave his version of his timeout. Even though there's no timeouts, he regrouped his team, gave him some instructions, and fired them back into the battle. Burton's going to take this face-off.
The face-off to the left of Bockel. 13 seconds left. One there by Brereton. Over for Lynch. Lynch at the point. Flips it toward the net. That's wide. 8 seconds left. Flocke in the corner. He can't hold on. 4 left. And they knock it down the ice. That's wide of the net. And it's icing with 1 second left. 1 second left is all the Parkway South Patriots have to do anything to tie this game. The face-off to the right of Scott Bockel, who's been awesome thus far. Just awesome. Coming up with key save after key save to keep his Colts in the game. The face-off, 1 second remaining. Brereton to take it. With Sinnott, the draw, and the game is over. Central wins this one. 2-1 as Scott Bockel raises his glove hand in the air, signifying an excellent game and an excellent win for the Parkway Central Colts as they just edge out the Parkway South Patriots here 2-1.
Excellent game, David. Both teams were so highly motivated. Overall, Parkway Central had the better of the play. They deserved the victory. However, I think Parkway South sent a message that they're no easy pushovers. They might be outmanned, but as far as having heart in the dog, they certainly have that.
Definitely true.
Ken Whitbrod has to be very, very proud of his Colts. They've been playing so very, very well. And again, the goaltending experience of Scotty Bockel and the tandem with Aaron Vickers really gives them such a tremendous 1-2 punch. They're so very, very difficult to beat, and they've got momentum. They're playing as a team. Jeff Sinnott, whom Coach Ken Whitbrod is so very, very proud of, is just playing so well. And this team is definitely to be reckoned with as the playoffs come on. Well, we say there's no clear-cut favorites, David, as far as the Mid-State Championship is concerned. You have to look at Parkway Central, and if I was Jimmy DeGreek, there'd be very, very low odds in Parkway Central. They definitely have a tremendous chance. Parkway South, on the other hand, could be a sleeper. The odds would be a little greater, but on any given day, just like last year when they played Kirkwood, they beat Kirkwood the first game in the playoffs 7-1. They were able to muster up a superhuman effort, and on any given day, they can come up with that effort, but man for man, there's no doubt Parkway Central have the advantage. Well, our stars of tonight's game are the 2 goaltenders. For Parkway Central, Scotty Bockel, and for the Parkway South Patriots, Biff Grisey. We don't have the shots on goal totals at this time, but we will get them, and the interviews will be coming up. Please stand by. This is John Brereton with the star of the game for the Parkway South Patriots, Biff Grisey. Biff, congratulations on another excellent effort.
Thanks. I think the team played real good against this tough Parkway Central team.
Biff, I was going to start this interview off by saying we've got to start meeting like this because this is the second consecutive game that you've been chosen as star of the game.
I think I had a real good game against West. I think I did okay here. I could have done better. The team just played great both of these times, and I owed a lot to them.
The defensemen really helped you out tonight by clearing those rebounds away.
Oh yeah, the defense played a lot better tonight with Mike Lynch back. We got a lot of help. They got rested up. They did a lot better all around.
It was a very even game near the end. I think Parkway Central controlled the game in the first period. They dominated in the second period, but the third period, you guys came out with a vengeance.
Oh yeah, we really wanted to beat this team because if we beat these guys, we really would have had them tied for first, and we would have picked us up going into the playoffs big time.
Well, Central Colts are going to be a force to be reckoned with. I was saying that if I was Jimmy the Greek Snyder, I'd have to give very, very low odds on their successes as they move into the playoffs.
Yeah, they have a real good chance of defeating CBC and all the other tough teams. I think we got a chance too, though.
Yeah, that's having the will to win, okay, is always very, very important, and there's no quit in the Parkway South Patriots. Well, we want to congratulate you again. You did a super job, Biff. Keep up the good work, and like you said, we might see a lot more of Parkway South much longer in the playoffs than they lasted last year.
You will.
Congratulations, Biff. Thank you. Good one. This is John Brereton back with the star of the game for the Parkway Central Colts, goaltender Scotty Bockel. Scotty, we've got to stop meeting like this.
Oh, thank you very much. It's an honor being here once again. Glad this time we could meet on a 2-1 game. Obviously, it's better that we won, but in any case, it's an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
Scotty, you're fully deserving of this honor tonight. You played an absolute super game. I've watched you earlier in your career. You were never ever a butterflies type goaltender, but you did go down a little bit more. Your style is stand up, and the manner in which you control the puck. You know, looked like you went to the Turcotte stick handling school.
Tonight it was a little bit flustered in front of the net, and it's crowded, and that's obviously the goal they scored was because I butterflied. I think I felt if I would have stood up more, the shot wouldn't have gone between my arms. Early in the game, I stood up a little bit more and came up big here and there by just standing up and cutting angles, and obviously when you go down, these shooters are good enough that they'll burn you.
Scotty, how did this game evolve from your perspective? Just give us an overview.
It started out, we knew we were in for a big battle, especially coming off a 5-3 win last time. We knew that South would be fired up for us, and we had to meet the challenge in this case, and we wanted to go out and check the Burt line real tight because we knew last time if we gave him the blue line that he would burn us, and our defense did a real good job holding him up, although once again he got in many times on me. Towards the middle of the game, it opened up a little bit, got a little chippy here and there. We caught a few breaks, got a goal or two here, and came out on top. Thank God. South scored late in the game, and there wasn't time to score another even later. It got real close.
The last 3 minutes, I was talking to someone after the game, and there's absolutely no comparison between NHL hockey and mid-state hockey. This game paled the Blues' efforts recently by comparison. This game was just so very, very exciting. Everyone was into it, the cheerleaders. There's such an ambiance in the arena.
Well, definitely, I think there's a big rivalry going on, especially in a 2-1 game. The play stopping every 10 seconds for an icing, especially when you're playing 6-on-5. Just the crowded shots are on the net. In fact, Todd had a shot hit off my elbow and hit the post. I never even saw it. I mean, stuff like that, it makes your heart pump a little bit faster and scares you a little bit.
Scotty, I noticed that when there's a lot of stoppages in play, there's one move that I've never seen anyone else in St. Louis do. It's called the Ken Dryden move. You don't waste any energy, you lean on your stick.
Sometimes you got to take a rest, especially out here tonight. Pressure, it seemed, was constantly in our zone. Our defense did as best job as they could to relieve it, and the forwards came back. But in a high-paced game like this, it's going from end to end and then back and forth, and it's, that's the way the game goes.
What were your thoughts the last minute and a half? I mean, the puck was constantly in your zone. Tremendous attack time by South. and you guys just ordered them up. But I'll tell you, you came up big on 3 different occasions.
Oh, thank you very much. I tell you, it was the last minute 30 seconds was probably the entire game. You could have played the full first 13 and a half minutes, and it wouldn't have made any difference because that last minute and a half was the entire game, and it was definitely heart stopping. When it was over, I was very thankful.
I thought it was in a basketball game. You could go out, have dinner, come back, and watch a basketball game. No matter what happened before, it gets down to the last minute and a half, and they're categorizing this in the same area.
Absolutely. Of course, we didn't have time to go out for dinner, but it was definitely exciting.
Scotty, another great effort. It's a pleasure having you here. Always good talking to you. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you, Papa.
You do a hell of a job calling a game. I listened to the last